In every tender, you're not just bidding with numbers, you're bidding with trust.
Let's uncover how bid bonds, advance guarantees, and performance bonds protect your project and your reputation. Tendering isn't just about who offers the lowest price. It's about credibility, commitment, and capability. And that's where financial guarantees come in. They're not just pieces of paper. They're shields, protecting buyers from risk and contractors from doubt. Today, we'll explore how to pick the right shield for each stage of your tender. Bid Bond Advance Payment Guarantee Performance Bond. Let's start with your first line of defense, the bid bond.
You can't win trust without proof. That's what the bid bond gives you.
The bid bond is the first guarantee you'll ever issue in a tender. It tells the client, I'm serious, I'm ready, and I'm financially credible. This small document makes a big difference. Without it, your bid might not even be opened. The bid bond ensures that if you withdraw your bid after submission or refuse to sign the contract once awarded, the buyer can claim compensation. Example: let's say you bid $10 million and the required bid bond is 2%. That means a $200,000 guarantee, not cash payment, but a promise from your bank or insurer that covers your commitment. Protects the buyer during the tender period, ensures only serious bidders participate. Typical value: 1 to 5% of bid amount, valid until contract signing. As you can see, the bond is a fraction of your bid value, but it covers 100% of the trust gap. The horizontal timeline shows the critical phase between bid submission and signing, where credibility risk is highest. Common risk: if your bond expires before contract award, your bid can be disqualified. If you withdraw early, the bond can be forfeited. Always align your bid bond validity with the tender validity period. If the tender is extended, extend your bond or risk losing both your credibility and opportunity. Never skip the bid bond. It's your ticket to the tender table. Want to learn how to structure it smartly? Watch till the end.
Got your contract? Great. Now protect that advance like a pro.
Once you win a contract, the client might release advance funds, often 10 to 20% of the total value, to help you mobilize equipment, manpower, or materials. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. If you fail to perform, the client could lose that advance. That's why they demand an advance payment guarantee, your second shield. To assure the buyer that if you fail to deliver, they can reclaim the advance through your bank guarantee. Example: contract value equals $5 million. Advance equals 10% $500,000. Your advance payment guarantee equals $500,000, valid until the advance is fully recovered. This graph shows how the advance guarantee reduces as your client recovers the payment through progress billing. By mid-project, half the advance is repaid, your exposure drops until the bond expires at zero. Finance risk: using the advance for unrelated expenses. Cash flow mismatch if project billing lags. Reporting delays that trigger claims. Treat the advance as a liability, not free cash. Record it separately in your balance sheet and reduce it as progress claims are submitted. Some contractors smartly negotiate to offset the advance faster, reducing guarantee costs. Others link it with letter of credit, L/C, terms for international projects to avoid FX risk. Every advance is a bridge. Make sure it's one that leads to delivery, not disaster.
Winning the contract is one thing. Performing it, that's what defines you.
Once execution begins, the biggest concern for any client is, will the contractor finish the job on time and to standard? The performance bond answers that question. It's your final shield, ensuring that if something goes wrong, delay, defect, or default, the client has financial protection. Guarantees fulfillment of contract terms and protects the client against losses from non-performance. Typical value: 5 to 10% of contract price. Duration: valid through construction, handover, and sometimes the defect liability period. Example: a $20 million project with a 5% bond means a $1 million guarantee held until all obligations are completed. The shaded areas show that, even after completion, the performance bond often remains active during the warranty period, giving clients confidence to sign the final handover certificate. Finance risk: overcommitting to unrealistic scope. Using the wrong bond format. Forgetting to cancel expired guarantees, tying up bank credit lines. Negotiate bond reduction stages, for example, 10% to 5% after project handover. It frees up working capital and lowers guarantee fees. Remember, this bond isn't about distrust, it's about assurance. In fact, when used strategically, it becomes a commercial advantage, showing that your company is dependable, structured, and bank-backed. A strong performance bond doesn't just protect your client, it proves your reliability to the world.
3 bonds, 3 phases. 1 strategy, protection with purpose.
Let's recap the 3 key financial guarantees that protect every phase of your project. First up, the bid bond. Issued before the contract is signed, it tells the buyer, you're serious. If you withdraw your bid or refuse to sign, the bond can be forfeited. Next, the advance payment guarantee. After award, clients may release 10 to 20% upfront. This bond protects that advance if you fail to deliver. But beware, cash flow mismatches and reporting delays can trigger claims. Finally, the performance bond. Active during execution and warranty, it ensures quality and completion. If you default, the client is covered. Valid until final handover, and sometimes beyond. Together, these bonds form a layered shield, narrowing the trust gap and building confidence from bid to handover. Confidence doesn't come from price, it comes from protection. Choose your shield wisely. Each bond narrows the financial gap between client and contractor, layer by layer, building confidence through every phase of the project lifecycle. Think of these bonds not as obstacles, but as trust instruments. They protect both sides, the buyer from loss and you from suspicion. Confidence doesn't come from price, it comes from protection. Choose your shield wisely.
Ready to master tender finance and turn risk into advantage.
Each bond, bid, advance, and performance tells your client one thing: you're protected. And in today's competitive market, that promise is priceless. If you'd like to learn how to structure, price, and optimize these bonds within your tender strategy, including real templates and AI-assisted risk reviews.
The right bond doesn't just win tenders, it builds legacies.